like a reverse Mentos.
Very good. Questions for Coach?
Just pretty efficient overall. It was kind of interesting that, that first quarter, Josie steps up, has that big run offensively. Second quarter, it's Destiny. Third quarter, it's Alexis. The balance tonight was there from the start. It had to be good to kind of come in here and just get a nice win at home.
Yeah, it is. And the purpose of the game, I think, it affects everybody. But I've said all year, that's kind of who we are, and that's why we've got 4 kids averaging in double figures. And on any given night, when Destiny got going, I thought, because I've seen her do that before, and when she gets going like that, I thought it might be lights out. And then we had halftime, but I was proud of how they responded on the boards, because we did not come out with the kind of, we did the same thing at Louisiana Tech. We were getting our tail handed to us at halftime on the boards, and then we at Louisiana Tech, and then here in the first quarter, and we just responded and ended up winning the rebounding battle. And a lot of that's, Josie and Alexis Mead going in there. Mary Amasal was good for us in there as well, and we just started doing a better job of boxing out and going after the ball with 2 hands.
Yeah, when you can have 2 in double figures or double doubles rebound points, but specifically rebound, it kind of speaks for how well you rebounded. In particular, I think their first 10 points all came, I know a couple were free throw line, but all came courtesy of second chance points really from offensive rebounds.
Yes. And next time you go in the locker room and you fuss at them, because I'm tired of doing that.
I think this is 78 last Saturday at La Tech, and then the 81 tonight. And it's the first time y'all reached that 78-foot mark back-to-back in conference play. I feel like when it gets this late in the season and the pressure's sort of on, y'all are scoring the basketball better than you have in conference play. Kind of what's going through there?
We shot the ball well early during non-conference, and then, coincident, whatever, we got to finals, class was over, and then we kind of went in this shooting slump, and it became hard to score. And we're starting to shoot the ball, obviously, a little bit better. I think some of that is just confidence. They're getting the reps that they need. They got the reps during the shooting slump, but now, they're having some success on the court, so the confidence is growing. And I think the other thing is we try to really make sure we're moving the ball. We don't want the ball to stick. And we have 18 assists. What was it? 18 assists. And so when we're moving the ball, we're really trying to find our teammate that has an uncontested shot. And if we can continue to find uncontested shots, we'll continue to shoot better. And during that slump, we weren't moving the ball as well. And we were trying to search for our own shot instead of playing as a team more. And so now they're just real unselfish. Sometimes they're almost too unselfish. Sometimes I see them by the rim with the ball, and I think they're going to get a layup, and they're kicking it back out. And so I guess you got to take that, but sometimes I wish they would just rise up and score.
UTEP's a team that, don't want to say that slow it down, but they are very deliberate the way they play, and it felt like you guys from the start just kind of dictated the pace and made them come play your game.
We had, I won't tell you everything, but we had a couple, 2 or 3 different strategies or tactics that we were going to make sure that we were ready to guard the entire shot clock. We practiced to prepare to guard the entire shot clock, because that's what they kind of do and do well. And that's how they've been playing better. Even though they just won their last game, they played better the last few games doing that. And so we were prepared to do that, but that wasn't our objective. And we had some other things we were trying to do to make sure we didn't have to do that. So and we had some success with that. And then we had some breakdowns, losing some good shooters in the corner. But overall, we had some success doing that.
21 season, I know ultimately there's other things to do here, but what does that mean for you guys? It's the first one, I think, since 1920, 34th overall. I mean, and that's still, in this game, kind of a milestone that people look at.
Well, yeah, it is. And we're obviously focused on getting ready for New Mexico State for Saturday. But it is. It's a little checkbox. It's good to move on from that and get that kind of behind you. But we had COVID. You talk about 20, and first time since 20, and COVID wasn't our friend. it didn't help us. We didn't have players coming back. We lost really good players that didn't get a chance to play for a championship. And so we've been trying to fill those shoes since then. And a lot of the credit goes to kids like Josie Gilvin and Alexis Mead and Casey Hayes that have been here and kind of stuck with it. And when other players have moved on, they kind of, and I'm thrilled that they're getting an opportunity to enjoy this season. And, and Destiny Salary chose to come back. She graduated last year, and she chose to come back and be part of this. And then we added a bunch of new players, and they just accepted them. And so I'm thrilled that they get this opportunity to have a season like this.
Kind of looking back at the last UTEP game, you have 9, I believe, going in the first half, or going into halftime, and they were able to cut within 6 by the end of the game. There was a little bit of a sense of that in that third quarter, that maybe they were going to make a run, but they were never really able to get back in this one. What was the difference here that found?
I think the rebounding made a big difference. Shot selection made a big difference. At their place, we took some bad shots. They made some. I think the defense, we had another defensive plan to go to, but we didn't even have to go to that one tonight. They did a good enough job on the first one that we just kept riding what we were doing. We didn't intend to. I was trying to get them to not press at the end when we were up as much. It's hard to get players when we spend so much time and effort teaching that. It's hard to unteach that quickly, and they just get kind of programmed to do that. And we'll keep working on that. We're not trying to be bad sports. We're just, they're just in a habit. They're in a habit of doing certain things.
You guys have kind of created this identity of fast-paced play. Can you just kind of talk about, Josie played 34, Destiny, Alexis each played 36. How important it is just to stay in shape, especially for the brand of basketball you like to play?
We played them. There was a stretch there where we had talked about subbing more. And it was a 16-point game. So it's not like we didn't have a lead. We were up 16. There was a stretch where we thought about subbing. But I didn't want 16 to become 12 and then 10 or 9. And so we just rode it a little bit longer to make sure that 16 was insurmountable for the amount of time that would be left in the clock. And I say that just because I believe wholeheartedly in Kenzie and Maya and all those young ladies that come off the bench, Salma. They played minutes tonight, and they could have played more, but it was just the timing of the lead and the minutes where it was that we just decided to let it go a little bit farther. So we're a little deeper than what the minutes show, and I think that those players are ready.